limiting our time. I appreciate the witnesses' patience for coming here, and we were a little late starting. I'm only going to use about a minute here to wrap up with my normal questioning. I think that a lot of the things that we wanted to illuminate have been illuminated. The only thing that I want to just finish here with is, and specifically for you, Mr. Sypher, given the circumstances of what occurred this year in September, is it your considered judgment and the considered judgment of the people that you associate with at TPUSA that the focus by not just the Southern Poverty Law Center, but by those that are trying to designate people for expressing free speech views and expressing their views on biblical principles or other principles that people find objectionable, but labeling that as hate, and specifically SPLC, do you believe that that created an environment that led to the attack on Charlie?
Most definitely. I find it ironic that a civil rights organization is marginalizing over half the country in their viewpoints. On college campuses, what you see is when people celebrate violence, as we saw post-assassination, it shows the sad state of this country. And that means that communication and dialogue is dying. Charlie fought against that. That's why so many people crave to come to his premier wrongs. That's why they crave to see him work through those thoughts with disagreeers, because people need to talk for violence to be done away with.
Mr. Perkins, you stated earlier that it was your belief that the purpose of this hearing, as I share, was to focus on the extent to which not just the SPLC, but generally, when the government is then utilizing these organizations effectively as a tool to carry out its objectives, that's now a different world. That's not just talking about speech. That has an oversight function for us to understand how that labeling is then having an effect on our legal system, on civil rights in general. Is that correct?
It is correct. And to Mr. Sypher's point, as the government elevates that voice and legitimizes that voice, the media takes it and runs with it. The dialogue that we had in this city and then in this nation 15, 20 years ago has ceased, and it does lead to the violence. The best way to stop the violence is to have the conversations and to allow people of differing views to speak, even when you disagree with them. That's what a healthy nation does. The Southern Poverty Law Center is about silencing, not facilitating.
I think, thank you, Mr. Perkins. Out of respect for my colleagues who have shortened their time, I'm going to do the same. I appreciate the witnesses. That concludes today's hearing. We thank the witnesses for appearing before the subcommittee today. Without objection, all members will have 5 legislative days to submit additional written questions